Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by our broadcast teams, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still get...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Benson Mayowa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Prescott now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. He's going to air it. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. And now, partner, he has surpassed Marvin Harrison's record for most catches in a single season. He's got 144.
It's amazing. He almost did it quietly because Marvin Harrison wasn't a guy that we saw much in the media, but boy, did he produce. Now, he steps aside.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go, get out there, get out there.
They'll throw again. Prescott. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. for the score. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And partner, sayonara. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. A first down throw for Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing, Prescott. There he goes inside the 30. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he comes back with one complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To the air again, Prescott. Escaping the under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Second down, Prescott. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Knocking it away in coverage, Captain Mutterland.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They give him a gain of 38. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week. Off to a really, really hot start.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 first-half touchdown passes now. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Final play of the half. Prescott going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game, and they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Mitchell Trubisky has thrown a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital, see what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. T.Y. Hilton, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. First down, Prescott. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Looking for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are going to... It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. Prescott on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. A second down throw for Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First down, Mahomes. Bunches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. On second down, here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is intercepted. And that That should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
And Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has a sense of the dramatic there. Seals that game with an INT.
Boy, what a big play for a guy who came out of Tennessee State really with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he thought he'd been overlooked even going into college. He's proven everyone wrong once he got to the NFL.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. As they get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here we go. Count. Gun.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to walk one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Prescott. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
4th down, Prescott. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30, and down to the 28-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
That block had all the earmarks of a special teams coach who's been working on this for a long time, but kept it in his pocket until he absolutely needed it. That looked like one of those ones he just said, crucial, have to have it, and called it.
So something maybe you don't use in the second quarter of a 20-point game, but here fourth quarter trying to seal it, you do.
No doubt. And those guys spend so much time on tape trying to find where the weak spots are, if they think there's one player that they can utilize to get through and get the block. In this case, he dialed it up.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play, and we're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Carolina...